What's up, y'all? It's Russell Falcõn. I know it's been a minute since I tapped in on the tube, but just want to share a few things with y'all real quick, man. Music, everything popping. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful for every opportunity I received. A lot of love from the state of California and my dealings with the producer C-Dub, my affiliation with Bay Area Drill, Sleep Dank from the Crest side, Vallejo. Uh, my features, my projects, my future projects, and everything in the works, man. Like I said, I've been grateful for it, man. Everything has been good, man. I can't complain about too much on that end. Uh, just give y'all a little insight, man. I don't want to take up too much of y'all time, man. Where it began for me, born to some young parents, a 16-year-old mother, a 20-year-old father. So my maternal grandparents was basically my mom and daddy, you feel me? They gave me foundation, man. They gave me structure. So with that, I was able to build on that. I was able to build character, develop a personality, become the person that some of y'all hear on this music. You know what I'm saying? Uh, my maternal grandparents, like I said, I consider them mom and daddy. As though I got older, I realized, they were my grandparents. You know what I mean? I always felt that they should never get tired of me. You know what I mean? Get tired of everybody else, but don't get tired of me. But not realizing, they're grandparents and they get tired too. I just felt, that they should never get tired of me. And for the most part, they never did. You know what I'm saying? Even though they did, they never showed it. You know what I'm saying? I had some awesome grandparents on both sides of the family. On my daddy's side of the family, I was born into a fifth generation, and I speak a lot about leadership and personality. Uh, Me, like I said, people can choose you to lead, but leading actually comes within you. It's something nobody can really place on you. It's something you born with. You know, all great leaders are born. They're not created or placed in that spot to be a leader unless it becomes political or religious or whatever. You know what I mean? And I don't speak too much on that. But so yeah, so you know, I actually became a leader. Uh, Probably the day I was born, man. You know what I mean? I was on my daddy's side, the firstborn grandchild. On my mama's side, the third born. There was two more boys in front of me, but they wasn't my grandfather's biological. Though my grandfather didn't treat them no different. You know what I mean? But when I was born, it was just something special about me. So I was already born a leader. You know what I'm saying? So, and then when I had my younger brother and my two sisters, and my daddy had two other kids on his side. So, and on my daddy's side, being the oldest, my brother under me, my other cousin, she came. You know what I'm saying? Her and my brother born in the same year. My brother born February, she born August. You feel me? So, and then it just went down the line like that. So, I've always had that leadership type of thing in me. And even as a youngster, uh, I was always different, man. You know what I mean? And I talked different. I was born with a severe stutter. You know what I mean? I just had that in me, man. It's inherited. It really comes from my daddy's side of the family, but people on my mama's side also stutter. My daddy's side of the family, as if y'all don't know, listen to me talk now. we talk kind of fast, man. You know what I'm saying? We kind of fast talk. Feel me? So sometimes I fast talk because it's easier for me to get it out, but sometimes I get caught up in my words and I get jammed up. And throughout this new process I got going on, I was always taught as a youngster, even when I stuttered, and my daddy, Big Russell D. Russell, may he rest in peace, you know what I'm saying, Pops, he always taught me, or told me, take your time, Neil, just take your time. And as I got older, a lot of people in the family, my mom's side and my daddy's side, some people would tell me that quite often. Is sometimes you have so much you want to say, and you can only say that around people you feel comfortable about, being around. A lot of people, you don't want them to know you even stutter. You know what I'm saying? I always had that complex about me growing up, even talking to a girl. You know what I mean? If I see myself where I was about to stutter or something, I would do something crazy or something, or do something stupid to just take everybody's mind off the conversation. You see what I'm saying? So I was always a showman too at the same time. So, I did a lot of showing out when I was young. You know what I'm saying? Show out a little bit more, that I'm older, but I show out a little different. You know what I mean? I like to show out on stage, man. I like to get on stage and perform and do shows and interact with the crowd, man. Just all that old good stuff, man. Like I said, it's something you born with, man. It's in you, man. And just being in a situation, in a position that knowing I can possibly take my family up out the ghetto and move them into a spot that's sufficient enough and reliable enough and comfortable enough where they can live out their life like they should. You know what I'm saying? So my mom's and my stepdad, which my stepdad been in my life since I was 2. Called him Dad, Pops, Mr. Robert L. Henry. You know what I'm saying? Strong man, jack of all trades. Ain't nothing my dad don't know, man. You know what I mean? Like I said before, I mentioned before, he actually bought me my first piece of recording equipment. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for Pops, y'all probably wouldn't be hearing me. You know what I'm saying? You probably would have, but I would have got the game a little late. See, I was always on top of the game, even as a youngster. So I've been rapping since 1988, man. I started at 14 years old, man. You feel me? So from 14, man, to about 16, 17, I know. About 17, I was damn near ready, man. I was making my own tapes and everything, man. And doing shows at the church on the Sunday, having everybody up and rooting and raving and jumping around and everything. It was all love. You know what I mean? And it's something I like doing, man. And I was telling my homie today, we was at work. I told him, I said, man, I can remember going to pep rallies and just being in the crowd and having the urge to just be the one talking or performing or doing something in front of all of these people. Most people will probably be scared. The only thing that scared me from it is the way I talked. And I didn't want everybody to start laughing at me. That'd be an embarrassing moment for me. So as I sat quietly with this burning inside me, not knowing that one day, this is where I was going to take this thing. And I actually became good at it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? As time went on, like I said, started rapping, man. And I developed a name for myself really throughout my neighborhood. And eventually, locally, getting on different projects and being heard and working with different producers. My first big producer I worked with was a guy from Niles. Well, I don't know if he's from Niles, but I met him in Niles. Some of y'all may know him as DJ Rick. I met DJ Rick back in 1994, 95. I said 94, man. My maternal grandparents used to drive me to Niles as a youngin about 19, drop me off, and come back in 2 or 3 hours to a spot and pick me up, and I'll be right there, and we ride on back to South Bend. Now the South Bend number probably like 10, 11 miles away, so it wasn't really that far, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I started to slowly develop myself and create a person, an individual, you know what I'm saying? So the name, had several different rap names, man. First rap name I can remember I had, I called myself MC Flame. This was probably 89, maybe going into 90. I was MC Flame, man. From MC Flame, I went to MC Dice for some reason. MC Dice. And from MC Dice, it was CMC. For some reason, it was Cool Money C. I was just stuck on that CMC, Cool Money C. I'm gonna call myself Cool Money C. Because of course my first name is Cornelius, for those who don't know. A lot of people call me Neil. The artist formerly known as G-Mac, now known as Russell Falcõn, you know, of Bay Area drill music, you know. But yeah, I went through a lot of rap names, man, and then from Cool Money C, it went to, for some reason, Spoonie C. And from Spoonie C, eventually it evolved to MC Neil. And MC Neil was getting just a little pump, you know what I mean? I recorded a few songs under MC Neil. And, you know, the reason I changed it, a lot of people was dropping the MC at the time too. MC slowly became just obsolete in your rap name. So, and it kind of, when you ran it all together as one, even with a period, it kind of still looked like McNeil. So McNeil, McNeil, you know, McNeil, McNeil, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know, and I can recall my homie, which I later found out was my cousin, went to college, University of Tennessee in Martin, Tennessee, man. And he wrote me. I received a letter, and on the letter he put the Mac of the ghetto. Cause see, let me take y'all back a little bit. Back in I know for sure 8th grade going into high school, Ice Cube just dropped that I think it was America's Most Wanted, and he had a song on there called Who's the Mac. So I quickly gained the name Mac Daddy, because I just like to entertain, you know, the ladies and make the homies think I can just get any girl I want, even though that wasn't the case. And they probably knew that, but they just played along with the gimmick. And it became something big. So when we graduated, you know, I mean, I still had that, you know. And though I was, you know, how much time we got? I ain't gonna tie y'all up too long. I'm gonna tell y'all one story real quick. This is how cold I was. I can remember being in high school, and we were standing in lunch line, and I just felt so confident about myself. I told my homies, I said, man, y'all pick any girl in here, and I'm gonna show y'all how I'm gonna run my game on her. So, you know, Tracy and Nakia Taylor, they was brothers. They were my best friends, but I found out down the line, we was related. It's not blood, it's like third or fourth, but it's still family. We related through the Brown family. The Brown and the Russell family. Somehow the bloodlines kind of cross. And there's some Browns that live in the city of Elkhart. That's, I'm sure, is my people too, you know what I'm saying? But Yeah, we we are the bloodlines they did kind of cross. So both brothers, their last name is Taylor though. They got their daddy last name. They looking around, you know what I'm saying? And it's this Mexican girl in line. This Mexican dude standing behind her. Boyfriend, I ain't know. Her. Okay. Give me a little bit, but I'm gonna pop my game on her. Check this out. A little time went on. Next thing you know, she knew I was kind of interested in her, but she was in a relationship. She talked a little English. She's a Mexican girl, man. She's fine, man. Fine as hell, man. And maybe about a month and a week, we was in gym class, and it seemed like all of the Mexicans, you know what I'm saying, they be in their own little area. You know, which it was cool. It wasn't really no funk. We didn't funk with them. They didn't funk with us. It wasn't no drama or nothing. You know, they just did their thing. They didn't hoop. We was all basketball players and shit like that. Well, I wasn't on the basketball team, but I played ball type shit. So, I was out there, you know what I'm saying, like probably running full court or something, you know what I'm saying, out there talking my thing, you know what I'm saying, like getting it off or whatever, and I could tell that they had kind of like started getting into it. You know what I'm saying? But they was talking in their language, and we really couldn't understand. But you can tell it was a confrontation. Uh-oh, here we go. So, and I think I might have dropped her a line or something, maybe, or some a letter or something, and she responded. And I know when she responded, I already had her when she responded. Even though she was with somebody, when she responded, I knew I had her. And I was kind of persistent, so you know what I'm saying. It took a whole lot to get me off. Once I had my eye on you, I was just gonna show them I can do whatever I wanted. You know what I'm saying? When I wanted, so. So like I said, I noticed they was into it or whatever, and lo and behold, man, about 6 weeks, 2 months maybe, the boy was up in there, man. I was carrying her books to class and everything, like he was doing. Walking past him, somebody said he didn't want to get at me. I had one of the homies. Uh, he was kind of like I wouldn't say he was walking both sides, but he was cool though. His name was Juan, man. I think his name was Juan, man. You know, I think Juan still worked a tire rack, man, here in South Bend, Indiana. Uh, Juan was cool, man. You know what I'm saying? I had a couple classes with Juan, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? He was real cool. You know what I mean? And he was dating her best friend at the time. I still see her best friend every once in a while too. You know what I'm saying? I think I've seen her once or twice. I ain't for sure. She don't look like she having a good life, man. But it is what it is. But anyway, he had came back and said that, oh boy, he wanted to get at me or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And he basically said that if he got down, they was worried about if I got down, who was gonna be trying to get down with me. And you gotta understand, if a Mexican and a black fight, the chances of it being a one-on-one fight is very slim to none, if any. And that's just being real. You know, we're not gonna let a whole bunch of them come jump on us. And if I'm around, because I'm cool with the brown people too, with the Mexican people. I got love for Mexican people. I got Mexican people in my family. I mean, I don't discriminate against no Latin, you know, South Pacific. If you're Puerto Rican, you know what I'm saying, Mexican, whatever. It's all love. You know what I'm saying. I got mad love for him. You know what I'm saying. So, but what he was basically was trying to say, if it go down, is it gonna be a fair one? You see what I'm saying? So I gave him a nod, like yeah, cause I had some dudes I rolled with every day, but they wasn't on that. They wasn't about to get down like that. You feel me? They was athletes and in school and stuff like that. I was the only hardhead really that was in the clique. So yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's definitely gonna be a fair one. You know what I'm saying. But I just want to make sure at the same time too, if I beat his ass or when I beat his ass that y'all gonna just pick his ass up and carry him away. Ain't nobody gonna try to get back at me. Cause then if that happened, then it's not gonna be the ones I roll with. It's gonna probably be somebody else in the school that's probably gonna jump up and help me out. That I probably don't even roll with every day. Cause see, little do they know, my family is from the east side of South Bend too. See, I just was born and partly raised on the east side and went to Pearlie Elementary. I was part of the 1981 in segregating busing transportation thing they had in the early 80s. I was one of the kids, and my brothers and my sisters, we was one of the ones that was uprooted from Pearlie, which was in our neighborhood, to have to go sit on the bus, stop and wait for the bus to come, pick us up, and ride the bus now to go almost out there by UP Mall, which is damn near Mishawaka. You know, and you know what I'm saying. So yeah, you know, yeah, I was tied up in all that. But I say that to say this: me and the homie never got into it. We never got down. Me and her dated probably almost a year, a little after that. Then we slowly but surely, you know what I'm saying? And, yeah, that's so. So I got the name, you know what I'm saying? So when he went to college, he sent me the letter, and it was like the Mac of the ghetto. You know what I'm saying? So my homie from East Palo Alto at the time, my best friend, Rude Dog, he just happened to be in South Bend. He was there when I received the letter, and he changed it from Mac of the ghetto to Ghetto Mac. Ghetto Mac. I was known as Ghetto Mac. That was my rap name. So then, sometimes it was Ghetto Mac, and sometimes they would shorten it and just say G Mac. Then I had a sweatshirt made, a hoodie. On the front said Deuce 9, because that was our neighborhood, 29th Street. Even before we had Nina, it was Deuce 9 at first. And on the back, it said, you can take the nigga out the ghetto, but you can't take the ghetto out of nigga. Which I had heard that from somewhere. And underneath there I put Ghetto Mac. Like I had said the quote, but I really didn't say it. But they didn't know I didn't say it. It was just a tight ass quote, and I put that on it because my mama had moved us then from the east side of South Bend to River Park, which was at the time we moved over there predominantly white. And I felt like, what she wanted to give us a better life, but I had the mindset of, you could put me in this suburban neighborhood, but it's not going to change the fact that I'm who I am. See, I was born like this. I was brought up like this. But I had to develop a different type of mind thinking because where I moved to, not only was it predominantly white, the minorities that we had in the neighborhood, it was multicultural, man. We had Samoans, we had Mexicans, we had Cambodians, we had Filipinos, we even had a homie that was homosexual. But, that was what he, you know what I'm saying? That's him, that's what he did, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't with us every day, but if we ever went out somewhere and we kicked it, say if all of us got together and we kicked it, he might have came out, you know what I'm saying? He didn't come out all the time, he might have came out. And if it was any type of confrontation, if somebody had a confrontation with him, then guess who else you got a confrontation with? I'm sorry. But as we leaving and upon getting to where we gonna get to, we definitely gonna ask him, you know what I'm saying, what was that about? And, why was this, you know what I'm saying? And, we don't move like that. You know what I'm saying? We move way different, So it was prejudice that was coming from all sides when it came to Deuce Nina, Deuce Nine, Deuce Nina. But like I said, that was who we hung with. But the main ones, the core, there wasn't that many of us, man. Let's see. CB, me, Zoe, Lee, Tony Wren, Gibson, Zoe, my little brother, Rude Dog, Ryan Gaudia, that's 9. You know, and we had another Filipino cat. He would have made 10, but we had to X him out. So he was no longer. So it was basically like 9, like core. You see what I'm saying? It was 9 core. You know what I'm saying? And those 9, I really consider those 9 my brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like, actually, those 8, because I'm one of the 9. Those 8, I consider my brothers, man. And one of them is actually my real brother. So, yeah, yeah. It's that's, what I'm saying? Just giving y'all a little, in depth, you know what I'm saying? And Deuce Nina started rocking the house parties under G-Mac, my Cambodian homie, one of the 9, you know what I'm saying? Tony Wren, uh, he was part of another clique too, you know what I'm saying? He was a rascal. If some of y'all know what the Rascals are, they Crip affiliated, you feel me? But he used to bring a whole lot of them homies. They used to come to the house parties, man. I mean, we'll never no funk or no drama or nothing. They be all on the front row. I'll be up there rocking the mic, man. Killing it. Doing my thing, man. This is even back then, man. We talking about early 90s, bro. You know what I mean? I would end off every house party like that. Everybody leave there feeling good, you feel me? I'm up there freestyling. Didn't even know how to write nothing. Killing it. But that was, you know what I mean? It was in me, you feel me? So, and from there, started doing various projects. Met DJ Rick, Mad Six, Ralph, Big Ralph from the East Side. All y'all know Ralph. You know what I'm saying? Started dealing with him with the music. Uh, just everything, man. Everything just popped, man. Just, you know what I'm saying? And I slowly started to develop a name for myself on top of an image. And I took a few young cats under my wing, and I kind of taught them the game. So yeah, I've been in the game almost 35 years, y'all. I'm at 36. So just so y'all know, I'm not no sucker at this. So when y'all hear me, like I said, I appreciate the love, but understand I've been doing this for so long. I don't really get too pumped up like I used to on a lot of stuff, especially with the music, unless I get that number one song or somebody hit me up and say, man, y'all streaming like a motherfucker, man. You need to tap in. You feel me? Then I know I'm on my way. Until I'm actually able to move my mom and my daddy up out of the hood and put them in a nice spot and throw a few alley oops to other family members and get their dreams going. It ain't even about me, man. I appreciate it, I'm the face of it. You know, I'm the voice of it. I can speak on it. I'm the leader of it. Anything Russell way, baby. It's me. Anything Bay Area drill. Indiana chapter. It's me. So my plan is to run a 3-city triangle, and I'm gonna need help because I got family in all 3 cities. So I'm definitely gonna need some of my family, man, to kind of help me on this. And like I said, I'm gonna just throw a few alley oops out. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna throw some underhand, some behind the back alley oops. You know what I'm saying? Just throw some under the legs, some behind them. You know, yeah. So it's gonna be some real pretty alley oops, man. So if y'all got some dreams too, man, you know, y'all tap in, man. I got a few cousins in Fort Wayne. My mama's first cousins. Uh, they got some pretty nice stuff going on, man. You know what I mean? They older, you know what I'm saying, like my mom's age, of course, and they running restaurants and you know got their little catering and you know what I mean. Like I say, I could throw some alley oops, but at the same time too, you know what I'm saying, we can bring things together. Cause see, I don't live in Fort Wayne, you know. Y'all stay in Fort Wayne, man. You know what I'm saying? I eventually probably end up getting me like a little headquarters type thing up there eventually. Nothing big, just something where I can go up there and maybe set up a show or something here, and set up a show or something there. You know what I'm saying? And see how I can kind of bring in a little something. Then I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna set some up down in Indianapolis, and I think that's where I'm probably gonna generate a lot of buzz because Indianapolis, like Fort Wayne, see them two big cities, and them two cities I've really never connected with, and I got family, major family, in both those cities, man. And with the Fort Wayne thing, that could push me as far as Toledo, Ohio, even Cleveland, and everything up in between there, even Detroit, and Flint, and Lansing. You see what I'm saying? That's kind of that's covering those areas with some Russell Falcõn. You see what I'm saying? That's in Fort Wayne. You see, I take my thing down to Indianapolis, and eventually I'll probably give me a little headquarters or something down in that. Nothing big. Or if I say I want to go do a show down in that, maybe a month, so I can go down there this weekend and I can start setting things up. But I'm gonna need somewhere to sleep, lay my head and stuff at. So it's not gonna be just anywhere. Have me a nice little duck off somewhere where I can and pop my peas. You know what I mean? And with that, I can actually take care of Cincinnati area. You know what I'm saying? And I can spread maybe as far as Kentucky and Evansville. You know what I'm saying? South Bend is my home. I already got a headquarters here. I'm networking everything from right here, right now. See, I can kind of reach out a little bit to Chicago, Illinois, you know, St. Louis, you know, just little by little, you know what I'm saying? Just reach out and touch little by little, man. You know, but I'm gonna say I'm gonna need the help of my family though, man. I got a lot of family in places, a lot of relatives, a lot of friends, people I associate with, man, and that's part of my family. So y'all reach out, man, and extend some blessings. Like I said, I'm definitely gonna throw some alley-oops. You know what I'm saying? And everybody gonna be rolling, man. See, I ain't got to be the only one getting money. Everybody can get money doing what they love to do. 'Cause we all know what they say, right? If you find something you like to do and you do it every day, you will never have to work again another day again in your life. Facts. It's almost 40 minutes. I'm about to be up out of here. Like I said, appreciate the love on the music, man. The A Game album, 574 hard copies only, will be available. I finally figured out how to send what I'm supposed to send. I hope he got it. He was going through some technical difficulties too when I sent it. So I hope he got all the tracks. We gonna see. If not, I might have to resend some stuff. Uh, the new album, Fame, before the Fortune, because we all know you get recognized before you really start getting the money. So that's gonna be dropping, man, real soon. I'm still working on trying to get that done and completed. It's supposed to be a show jumping off this weekend with Sleep Dank coming. It's been postponed. Y'all hold tight. We're gonna do it the right way. I want to try to bring all my people in and everybody enjoy this special occasion with me. You know why I do this. It's gonna be a video shoot. Try to get a little venue, a little spot, and we're gonna do the introduction party. My introduction to Bay Area Drill, and my newly appointed position of Bay Area Drill is the CEO of the Indiana chapter. So, and the verification and all that will be known that I now got the position to sign different artists and acts. But I'm in the process of working on this album and finishing it. So hopefully I can catch that last quarter. I'm trying. If not, by early next year, definitely. But it'd definitely be worth the wait. And I'm trying to chart something with this one, y'all. All fresh beats, available on all apps, distro all over, nationwide, globally. Like I say, I decided to take my talents, though I live here in South Bend, Indiana, I decided to take my talents to the state of California. And as y'all see, some of the people we grew up listening to, I'm gonna actually be in a position to work with them. And it's all love, man. Like I say, I appreciate y'all. Y'all stay tapped in. The love has been phenomenal. I love y'all. And I'm Russell Falcõn. This is Cornelius Russell TV. Y'all stay tapped in. Yeah!